Hello everyone, welcome to Conversations with Anita. For those that are new, my name is Anita Mbanyahu. Before I go any further, I would like to apologize for my absence and I'll tell you the reasons later. Firstly, thank you so much for remaining subscribed even when there was no content being produced. That to me already shows the level of loyalty you guys have towards me and I really appreciate it. So if you are watching and you are not subscribed, please make sure that you do. So on to the reasons. I mentioned in my introductory video that I was a student. Well, I was, but it happens now that I no longer am. And the reason for that is I applied for funding. I knew that I was going to be accepted, but at the point of registration, I had not yet been cleared, which meant that I had to wait until I get cleared to get registered or to be registered, or I had to pay the registration amount out of my own pocket. And that was a challenge. And if I'm going to be honest with you, I did have the money, but I had reserved it to spend it on other things which were less important, way less important than my education. And yes, I paid the price. So I delayed the registration, hoping that I would get cleared before the deadline. I delayed the registration, and 2 days before the registration deadline, we were told that we could pay half of the registration amount upfront and make payment arrangements to pay up the rest. And on Thursday, which would be the second last day of the registration deadline, at this point, I had already left my job because I was starting virtually and a full-time employee. So I had already left my job to prepare for the in-person classes, the beginning of my in-person classes. I went to school and I had issues with my accepting the debit order on my banking app, and it was already the end of shift, the end of day for the clerks, so I had to come the following morning. So I went home. I came back the following morning, which was the last day of the registration. I stood on a very long line, and around 11 a.m. we were told that my faculty, the education faculty, had reached its full capacity and they were no longer registering students. And yes, to this day I'm not registered and I'm not a student. Yeah, so I went from being the superhuman who was able to juggle being a student and a full-time employee to being neither. So yes, this set me to a dark place. I was stressed. I cried a lot about it. What made me more sad is that my family warned me against leaving my job. They actually advised me to quit school and to continue working. And because I knew what I wanted for myself, I know what I want for myself and for my future. So I chose school and it failed. So I feared judgment a lot from my family. I cried a lot. I blamed God. Yes, I blamed God because before this registration issue, I was praying a lot. I wanted to strengthen my relationship with Him and to labor for Him more. So I thought being a student would give me like more time to labor for the Lord and to strengthen my relationship with Him. So when that happened, I was like, God, I thought we had a deal. I thought we had a deal. I was so disappointed. But surprisingly, this situation drew me closer to Him, because fearing judgment from my family, prayer, reading the Word would be my only escape plan from depression, sadness, and heartbrokenness. So I used that to escape that, and it drew me closer to God. And also I took accountability. I took an honest judgment of the situation, and I came to the conclusion that I was the problem. I'm the reason that I was in that situation. It was my irresponsibility because I had to save up for my education. Yeah, so I realized that my God has got nothing to do with my irresponsibility, my foolishness. And so it made the situation better because I'm now a better person. I'm more responsible than I was a few months ago now. So yeah, that was the reason for my absence. I was nursing a broken heart and I was trying to find my balance again. So if you are watching and you are a student or an aspiring student, please make sure that you invest in your education. You are more responsible because bursaries, scholarships, student loans, they are not entitlements, they are privileges. You can't fully depend upon them. If you have the opportunity to save up for your education, please do that. Or you might end up in a situation that I am in right now, and I don't want that for you. So I hope you learned something and from this video. So yeah, I'm back. I'll be consistent as of now. I'm feeling way better than I was a few months ago. I'll be consistent. Yeah, and thank you again very much for remaining subscribed. Really, really, really appreciate it. So when this channel was it was starting up when I stopped uploading. Yeah, so I'd like to also announce that it's going to take a slight shift. You stay tuned to see more of the content that I will be producing here. Thank you so much. Please leave a comment or a question. If you have any, I'll make sure that I'll get back to you. And I promise that I'm back again. I'm back. Thank you so much. I will see you on the next video, probably in 2 days. Thank you. Bye.